Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm more like good afternoon. It's like 11 for me. It's late. Better late than never, though, huh? Man, I done messed up the title of that video this morning twice. Welcome to Mercury retrograde. Just saying, I messed up the title to that video twice this morning. The one I checked, and I was going by numbers because I didn't figure out how to do the title until after I started recording that series. So the last couple of videos are the ones that are lost. Sly Fox. Nah, I figured I was going to go over my chart a little bit and just, I don't know. I felt like being egotistical today, which is funny because I have no planets in my first house, which is the house of ego, but it is ruled by Leo. So I'm a little self-centered. But there's a difference between being self-centered and being a narcissist, right? Being self-centered is survival tactics, right? Things like that. Being a narcissist means you don't care about anybody else's feelings. Being self-centered is making decisions about your life calculated to best possible life for you and yours, right? What's the difference? One person doesn't care whether they're happy or not. They just want their narcissistic supply. A narcissist will live in a shit situation, right? Another reason, another thing that's messed up about me, second house, right? House of material possessions, things like that. I got it's ruled by Virgo, no planets. No really ruling influences there. Universal Tarot. Let's see. Third house, local community communication. Ruled by Libra, no planets. Let's see. The fourth house, a home and family, is ruled by Scorpio. And I have Pluto retrograde, Saturn in retrograde, and Mars. The fifth house of creativity and romance, ruled by Sagittarius. I have my South Node, which is your past life. I have Uranus in retrograde, and I have my Moon, which I always say is like your crone years, right? Sixth house of career and routine. I have Neptune and Jupiter, ruled by Capricorn. Career and routine is ruled by the house of addiction. Wonderful. That's just fantastic, right? You should know your own chart, right? Seventh house of relationships, ruled by Aquarius with no influencing planets, right? People wonder how I have this wider perspective and I seem almost cold-hearted with some of my relationship readings and things like that. And they're like, always saying this thing about easier said than done, right? It's not easier. That's just logically how I see it. I don't have anything that really influences that perspective. Are you fine? We got the eighth house of sacral energy and transformation. In my eighth house, what do we got? I got Venus and Pisces. Ninth house of travel, I have Aries, and that's Mercury and the Sun. 10th house, public image, I have the Wounded Warrior Chiron and Taurus. 11, it said humanity. I got my North Node in the twin sign of Gemini for humanity. That's what I've got. For purpose, my purpose, oh no. Yeah, no, purpose is Gemini. Oh, 12th house, abilities. I don't have any ruling planets affecting them, and it's in the house of Cancer. So my abilities and my heart are in water signs, but most of my other stuff is in fire signs, man. Y'all can't handle an Aries communication, then I don't know what to tell you. I'm sure that was boring for somebody. I even got, hey, Magical, that bored the creepy stalker out of my room. It's just you. Unless you got knocked out and it's just a creepy stalker left. Sweet. Took 5 minutes of talking about a zodiac chart. Man, it's weird. Like, you know, those bigger people on the bigger channels, like they talk about their stalkers are weird and their stalkers are creepy. Well, at least you got somebody else in the room. You want to talk about creepy stalkers? Creepy stalkers are the ones that don't say nothing to you. But no, for real. It's important to know your own chart, and it's important to know where your different houses lie and what goes on with all of that, right? And how it affects it. And things like, you know, people are going to look at things like the 12th house abilities, having nothing, you know, and nothing in my 12th house abilities, just Cancer ruling it. Well, people will be like, oh, does that mean you have no abilities? No, that doesn't mean you have no abilities. It means you're open to choosing your own abilities. Same thing with the 0 things and ego. But I don't have a set persona. I can have any persona I want to have, right? Material possessions, I'm not attached to sentimental things of that nature. My home and family, yeah, it's a little bit messed up. I was born under a Pluto and Saturn retrograde and a Mars direct in Scorpio. So, you know, it is what it is. You need to learn, you know, where your things are. My Mercury and my Sun is in Aries, so that's why I'm a very fiery personality when it comes to it. And my North Node, what I'm here to do for humanity, is in Gemini, the Lovers, right? That's it. That's my purpose, right? And that's why I have nothing in my 7th house of relationships, and it's ruled by Aquarius. So I can have a very logical outside perspective of relationships. All right, so here we go. For everybody except the original creepy stalker and the rest of my Cards and Coffee group that managed to actually sit through those 5 minutes, are you ready for your cards, right? The first card that came out, I'm going to say for the 5D line, was the 1111 card here, right? The 4 of Wands. That fell out to the side. That's not in the spread. All right, so I've got 4 rows done here. So I guess we're going to do 3D, 4D, 5D, and then main advice. Okay? So on the 3D, I've got major transformation. Is 7-7 a number for you guys right now? Because I got major transformation and major possibilities, right? But you have to be able to discern illusion from fantasy. I've got a very controlling masculine energy here. Right, a very controlling masculine energy here. We have got a very passionate soul connection with this energy. Right, and it's here to transform. Right, these energies are here to transform. Transformation was at the beginning, at the end. See, this is 7 of Wands, which is usually like a defensive card, but at the same time, it's got the butterfly and the angel, which is why I do transformation as well for it. On the 40 line, I do got like a lot of people feel stuck, even though they're trying to maintain everything that they're grateful for right now, right? The balancing of home and finances, trying to complete out those cycles and complete them so that they're complete even down to the 3D, right? Plant new cycles. On the 5D, what's going on for our divine energies? Cannot make this up. We got the Queen of Swords on this side. We got the King of Swords on this side. This is the 5D now, y'all. Y'all think shit don't go down up there. It does. You got Mr. Controlling here. And you got Mrs. Higher Perspective here, right? On the Queen of Swords side, what? She's gaining higher perspectives about a third-party heart-wrenching situation she's stuck dealing with. On the King side, all he's worried about is his money. Money and controlling the personas, right? The illusions. Controlling the narrative of how he's seen. And in the middle, you got the Page of Wands. I feel like both energies do just want to have fun, but they're torn by the other energies. All right, what's the two advice cards that we got for this energy? We got the Knight of Cups. No, Knight of Cups. I'm losing it. Knight of Pentacles, right? Messages need to be sent. They need to come from the heart. The pettiness needs to be left behind. There needs to be a leap of faith. And that's the only way anybody's going to recover from this. Enough being sly little devils spying on each other all the time, right? What we got here? You're forgetting yourself. Forgetting yourself, trying to be something you're not, either to please some other person or you're holding a persona. It's time to take a moment to take a deep breath and allow new beginnings to happen. Shout out to 143 there. All right, y'all. Yeah, I just wanted to apologize for that. I will be loading the Aries feminine reading after this. I was saying before, no, I record all these things in like a big thing. Like I create the energy and everything else like that. And I do try to do all the readings in block chunks. And no, I don't remember what I say in them. I don't pay attention to any of that. If I did, I couldn't do what I do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of those isolated people that doesn't have other people in their lives. If I try to remember everybody's reading, then anybody I run into in my real life that I know their zodiac signs and things like that, I can't. I have to be able to release these things as soon as I read them. You know, that is a blessing and a curse of mine. You know, there's probably something in my chart that explains that. But that is how I'm a reader, and that's how I'm able to get away with it. I mean, even people that I read in person, like they'll come and talk to me later and they'll be like, you remember you read this? And it's like, no, I really don't. I don't. I read 7 people that day, and I don't hold on to other people's messages. Once the channeling's turned off for that person, I'm no longer connected to their spirit messages, so I don't remember any of it. All right. And I was even telling Magical, I'm like, I'm not even going to be watching the Aries feminine reading. I detach myself from those as well. So anyway, as always, guys, buttons, bells, all that good jazz always helps us out. And yeah, blessed be all those who walk these weird and windy paths with me. I love each and every one of you that made it to the end of this video and actually rode out the creepy stalker. Good job, y'all. Love you. Talk to you later.